Now, going over to the political part podcast, you have USAID spent $159 million on what they call, quote unquote, climate resilient schools in Pakistan, but they look mostly like shacks. And one begs the question, how did it cost so much and where did the money go? Probably into pockets, I would venture to say. Now, this comes to us thanks to End Wokeness on X, in which he says, quote, USAID spent $159 million of our taxes to build 106 climate-resilient schools in Singh, which is an area in Pakistan. And this is the result. And there you have a gentleman over there. I'll translate.
प्राइमरी स्कूल ये यूएस की इमदाद से बनने वाला स्कूल है यानी इसके अंदर सिंध गवर्नमेंट के पास इंटरनेशनल इमदाद के बाद
So he's saying this is a school that was built after the assistance of the international community to Singh government.
ये स्कूल बनाया गया इस स्कूल की सूरत-ए-हाल
He says, well, let me see here. He said, to the Singh government, look at the situation
की सूरत-ए-हाल देखें ये
of
जो
the school.
दावेदार है कि
School which claims that within Singh, they have made a lot of progress. I just started visiting, and this is what the situation is. Tata district, very close to Karachi. That is the school. These are desks kept in it. There are desks. Wait, he said, how many is that? He said there's 25,000 of these desks on the tax that the Singh government had kept, taken the walls of the schools, torn the window, it's not plastered. So this is the teacher's table. This is the teacher's table. Redundant.
तो ये आप देख सकते हैं कि ये सिंध गवर्नमेंट की तालीमी दाई फर्श दिखाएं इनको ये फर्श है.
Say the Singh government at this time to show them the education floor of the Singh government. And it looks like it's dirt. This table. Saying horses? Really? So he's saying this was recently housing oxes and horses? On the raw ground. Here are school children. See the children of Singh. The government resources. These are government resources. These are being wasted. Says look at this time we are opening this. This is the lock that the government gave us, and literally just a strand of barbed wire or just a rudimentary rope. Not that there's anything wrong with rope. I'm sure it's strong, but you know, spending over $100 million, one would think it'd be a nice metallic lock. Ideally, maybe made in America, boost our economy too, but perhaps I'm foolishly optimistic to think that the government would actually want to, do that. And you debate it's not really boosting the economy because it's stealing our tax dollars, but I digress. He said, school, and let's see, this is a government. It's a government school. Children have been holidayed. This roof has collapsed. The government that is going to able over Karachi, adjacent to Karachi, the situation within Tata, within the first district, is currently, this is furniture. Here you can see furniture. Show it, brother. This is one desk. This one desk had probably been bought for $25,000. This is a lot of discussion on the media. Which, yeah, it looks rudimentary to say the least. It makes IKEA furniture look of high quality. Just saying something because that's mostly disposable, which is why I make my own furniture, but that's just me. And yeah, our tax dollars, $159 million for our schools, for our tax dollars to build 106 climate-resistant schools in Pakistan. And that was the result. Now, again, that's just one of the examples. Maybe the other examples are all paved in gold with nice marble floors and great, they got all the nice accessories. Probably not, but yeah, our tax dollars. Well, we have some schools that are falling apart and kids that could really use help. We are spending $159 million on schools across the continent. Interesting resource allocation to the U.S. government. It would be pretty depressing to see of every dollar we give to the government in taxes, how many pennies actually come back to us in terms of benefiting us directly. Again, I'm not against humanitarian effort per se. I can't but think we're $36.5 trillion in debt. should probably take care of our own house first, and then maybe help our allies and strategic business partners, perhaps countries that we have a lot of shared values and relations. If you could argue even then if we should, put our resource allocation to ourselves first. $159 million for that. Jeez. And again, you could, I mean, a lot of it just like, it looks like used low quality furniture. And for the cost of labor, again, that varies across the globe. I mean, you should be able to make some really nice schools with the money we're giving them. Now, one of the first comments comes from Paul Zupa saying, quote, how does this promote America's interests? Getting 108 likes. It's a good question. Doesn't. AKA simply says, ridiculous, getting 120 likes. Ernesto has a picture of the White House, and it says, Doge, Democrats officially getting exposed, getting 473 likes, which, yep, I guarantee you not more than 3 Americans realized, oh yeah, we spent almost $200 million on schools that our children will never benefit from directly. Scrolling down more and more, Andrew Hart says, quote, 100 years of income stolen from 100 Americans to fund this. 100 years of income stolen from 100, I figure I mean 100 million Americans to fund this. It's more than 100 taxpayers, I'll tell you that much. It's sickening. I hope Doge will permanently change the federal government money laundering. They should spend the money using traceable crypto. No more laundering behind closed doors. Getting 125 likes. Yeah, never forget, also when it comes to our own government spending, the U.S. Pentagon, they've never passed a budget. Never. One year they misplaced like $2 trillion before 9/11. Yeah, $2 trillion. Yeah, we can't find it. Jesus. Yeah, if we underpay our taxes, you have the IRS with guns that'll come after us. And they charge interest. Jaded Shallow says, quote, this is exactly why every American needs to see. We need to see videos and pictures of what we are funding everywhere. Schools, roads, hospitals, etc. Every project USA spent our money on, media should get video of it. That should be a true audit. Getting 223 likes, and I can't agree more. Couldn't agree more, rather. Whatever vernacular is the saying. Sean Farash says, quote, what a waste of money. I can't wait to see who got the biggest kickbacks from this one, getting 287 likes. Yeah, that'd be a good question. Three-sided story says, quote, so basically 159 million got pocketed by a bunch of crooks, getting 1.1 thousand likes, which, yeah, I mean, let's just say I didn't see any Made in America or asset tags from any of the materials there. Molly Pitcher says, quote, I'm sick of all the corruption with USAID. It says, F the Dems and the dead donkey. Oh, geez Louise, I'll try to keep this moderately family appropriate and not make that joke. Let's see here. We also have Engineering Ubidia saying, quote, USAID in Kenya purchased this high-end vehicles worth $100,000 each, totally wastage of funds. They better be bullet resistant because that's a Toyota SUV. And don't get me wrong, Toyota makes some of the best bulletproof vehicles in the industry, bar none. But yeah, $100,000 per SUV. Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's not bullet resistant or yeah, that's a ripoff. 95 likes though. Liberty Pill Memes says, quote, nothing to see here. And you see some terrorists, and they're standing inside a tent in which you do have the branding of USAID, but yeah, reminds me of the age-old saying, there's no such thing as bad marketing. Well, or let's just say, yeah, there is. Because, a picture is worth a million words. In this case, probably a couple million tax dollars as well. That got 898 likes. It has a terrorist with a camouflage uniform, and one with a RPG, which unfortunately is prohibited. You can get them in the US, but it's very expensive and complex. Ridiculousness. Let's see here. Any contrarian notes? Let's see here. Gina Jill says, quote, whereas Democrat activist Olivia Juliana is threatening to go on a hunger strike until USAID is restored, which, let's just say she could probably go on that strike for a couple years because she's a big gal. And I'm not even joking that much. You actually have instances where people go on diets when they're majorly obese. And because the fat reserves, again, not health advice, but they have instances where like they'll do like a liquid diet or just like a water diet and with basic nutrients. And yeah, they could last quite a long time. Let's just say if she's lost on a remote island, she'd have she wouldn't have to worry about food too much. Now that did get 190 likes. Let's see. Brian Kennedy gets the A+ for the meme of the day, perhaps. Says, quote, yeah, that money might have gone elsewhere, don't you think? Clandestine ops anyone? And I forget, I should know this movie by now. It's a movie in which the main protagonist has a pair of sunglasses, and every time he puts the sunglasses on, he can see, the reality, and then you can see the aliens, which, oh, let me know in the comments. It's at the tip of my tongue. But yeah, he's looking at the USAID logo, and they, glasses on and off, and then it changes to CIA. Yep. Got 424 likes. So yeah, more corruption being exposed thanks to Elon Musk and Doge, and I can't help but think, yeah, it's going to be the first of many instances in which we see corruption and or improper usage of U.S. funds. But let me know in the comments your thoughts, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. I'm also planning my first live stream, probably going to be Saturday night, I believe February 22nd. So if you've got any questions and maybe I can provide some answers, that'd be a fun little outing there. I'll post the time up once I get that locked in place. And lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.